This is Susan Bassey, and I hope if you're ever detained and sitting in handcuffs on the curb outside your home, somebody will record what's going on with the police. Because as we all understand our right to record the police, we sometimes get a little confused about why recording them is important. Not long ago, we didn't have a right to record police officers in public. They didn't wear body cams, and we had to rely on their police reports and their testimony in court in order to find out if they were doing their job. And if they didn't do their job, they were addressed internally with other police officers, considering that they probably didn't commit a mistake. And police officers, just like lawyers and judges, have immunity, and they're constantly trying to shove the public out of how they go about doing their job.
What's that?
Oh. I'm talking to you. Crime scene further out. Expand this crime scene over the corner, so if you could do me a favor, just go stand on the corner, you can record from there.
The corner?
Yeah, from the street corner.
It was the other property a minute ago.
It's an active crime scene that we're pushing out due to issues like this. So you're interfering
with issues like me recording?
You're kind of interfering with our investigation.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that because I know the law.
Yeah,
I know the law.
So you can record all you want.
I don't want to interfere, but you've got to
to
give me, my space too.
Yeah.
You can't just throw me down 3 blocks.
Yeah, so you can go down the corner.
Throwing you down 30 feet.
Okay, to the corner?
Yeah, to the street corner right here. Like right around where that fire hydrant is.
Yep. So he's going to put up the tape on that side of the tape, please.
So if you would kindly.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir.
When police officers engage in informal policies and abuse their discretion to shove the public out of overseeing how they're doing their job, they're violating our rights. And that happens every day in our courthouses, where cameras are not allowed, and where judges making mistakes are judged by other judges, and they don't often like to admit when they are wrong. This is Judge Erica Yu's statement, following mine, to a body that is deciding how to discipline judges in the state of California. And Judge Erica Yu makes a misstatement and misrepresents the facts to the public.
My name is Susan Bassey, and I want to talk about a general issue. It was a recommendation, actually a formal recommendation and a report to the Judicial Council in 2011. I believe the report was published about media and camera access to the courts. And that is a theme you continue to hear, is a lack of transparency, a lack of access to the courts with cameras. Even Judge Harper, who is on this committee, has been known to call litigants disgruntled when they're simply seeking for access and fairness to the courts. I've heard it myself. We recently discovered, as part of an investigative project, I'm an investigative reporter in Santa Clara County, I cover all the courts. We discovered that Santa Clara County has been holding a secret bench bar media police committee. It was funded with tax money out of the jury services. Judge Erica Yu was a participant in this committee while she served on the Commission on Judicial Performance. Judges met in secret, off-record conversations with members of the bar, the bench, the media, and police, but they chose which members they wanted to come. Not all members of the media were invited. There were no cameras. We have no record of what was discussed, and they discussed matters of public interest. Judges gave their opinions, their views, and ideas. There were conflicts created, and in all the cases that we have reviewed where these conflicts existed, only one judge ever disclosed it, and it was vastly defective. That was Judge Carol Overton in 2022 in a case involving the Mercury News, where she disclosed that she had sat with the editor of the Mercury. We have found out that 90% of the time, San Jose Mercury and NBC and the Daily Journal were the media that were invited. In 2003, when this committee was rolling, more media was invited, but gradually it was eroded at the invitation of judges. When the statewide commission invited Santa Clara to comment on their committee and their recommendations, there were comments from all over the state, but not Santa Clara County. They were running their own secret committee. The CJP has been impacted by this when judges are getting secret information from reporters and controlling headlines and controlling information that is affecting jurors, that affects voters. That's a problem. And so I want to bring this issue to your attention. One thing that could easily be done and would not cost the state anything is to flip the switch and put all the cameras in the courtrooms. We used cameras during COVID for health reasons, and it would be an easy, no-cost solution, and the only people that don't want it are the judges. And if the CJP had video of how judges were behaving instead of transcripts, there it would be easier for them to do their job, and they would see what the public is seeing.
Me?
I can. Is this
Thank
Judge
you so
you?
much.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it is. Just a short response to Ms. Bassey. I was never a member of that committee, although Judge Overton did chair it. It's not a secret committee. It's a public committee. It's a very well-attended. Lots of people go, and I've gone once or twice to their dinners to listen to campaign forums. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for clarifying it. People are entitled to say what they will during public comment. We generally don't get into discussion and debate.
Access and transparency to our public courthouses and proceedings is not a matter of discussion and debate. It's a well-established right, but if we don't fight for that right, it becomes less and less available to other people. Without cameras in the courtrooms, we can't see what's going on. And our recent discovery of a secret bar bench media police committee that involved judges, police officers, lawyers, and certain reporters in the area has been more than troubling. Because for 30 years, these individuals met in secret. They didn't provide public notices, they didn't provide agendas, and they didn't keep records of what was said. They didn't take photographs or videos of what they were doing as they were spending public money to talk about matters of public interest out of the public eye. So how do we tell the story of what happened in secret meetings where there are no photographs, no video, and no public record of what was said when the public was paying for those meetings to take place?
First of all, I noticed in the roll call in the beginning of the meeting that Judge Erica Yu was placed in the roll call. Her name does not appear on the document that is published. I was unaware that she was here.
In 2022, we discovered a secret bar bench media police committee where judges, lawyers, police officers, prosecutors, and select reporters were invited to Three Flames restaurant where they had dinner, socialized, had drinks, and had discussions out of the public eye. The public paid for these dinners but didn't get invited. The public paid for dinners and presentations but doesn't get to know what was said. And so we're going to continue to follow the money, but we're also going to look for the conflicts that were created that tainted trials, headlines, and local elections. And in 2023, we're going to continue to fight for access to the courthouses, which includes putting cameras in courtrooms and courthouses and making sure that the judges and the police officers don't interfere with our right to see what's going on inside those courthouses.
We're on public property. I'm not committing any crimes. I can even call you an asshole in public, and nobody can do anything about it. That ruling was very wrong. How could you kick somebody out of their house like that?